Alright, it's time for another tech tip. Today we're going to be talking about Google search, so let's go ahead and go to Google. And as you can see, I'm making this video on St. Patrick's Day. Google's got a nice little, what they call a doodle up here at the top, rather than their Google logo. And it's pretty obvious that it's St. Patrick's Day because you got the green shamrocks or clovers. A lot of times Google will have a doodle up here at the top. They do them for all kind of historical people, important people, and events throughout history. You might not know what the doodle is about, and if you want to know, all you got to do is hover your mouse over the top of it, and it'll tell you what the doodle is about, and you can click on the little box, and it will take you to a Google search, which will give you further information about that. Today's St. Patrick's Day, so it wants to tell me about St. Patrick's Day. Google also acts as a calculator. If you need to know the answer to a math equation, just type it in Google. 12 plus 98 plus 87 plus 65 and hit enter. And Google will calculate that out for you and tell you what the answer is. Google will tell you the weather. Type in weather and the city you want to know. Right now in Chicago it's 35 degrees. Gives you the humidity and forecast. No need to go to the Weather Channel, go through a bunch of stuff. Try to search the Weather Channel for Chicago. Just type in weather Chicago and Google will tell you what it is. Google will tell you the time in a specific city. Time in London. Right now it's 6:08 in Arkansas and it's 11:08 in London. A little bit of time difference there. Google works as a dictionary. If you want to know what the definition of a word is, type in define, and then the word you want to know, prestidigitation. The definition of prestidigitation is magic tricks performed as entertainment, in case you didn't know that. But you can define anything, just type in the word define. Google will convert stuff for you. If I want to know what 12 cups is in liters, type in 12 cups in liters, and Google will calculate that out for you and convert it for you. 12 cups equals 2.83906 liters. You can also use the word to rather than in to do conversions. $57 to euro. Google tells you that $57 equals 53.81 euro. We talked about weather before. You can also do that with temperature. Temperature in St. Louis is 53 degrees right now. Google will tell you when sunrise and sunset is. Sunrise in Miami. The next one tomorrow morning's at 7:27 a.m. If you want to know when a holiday is, Google will tell you the date of the holiday. Of course, everybody knows when Christmas is and New Year's. Those fall on the same day every year. There's a lot of holidays we have here in the U.S. that change every year. So if you want to know when Mother's Day is, type in Mother's Day. Google will tell you that the next Mother's Day is on Sunday, May the 10th. Google will give you sports scores. If your team is playing a game, you just type in the name of the team. And of course Arkansas is not playing at this exact moment, but so it'll tell me the previous score for the game they played and the next game that's coming up. if they were playing live, it would give me a fairly close exact score for the game that's going on. Another neat trick that you can do with Google is Google will act as a timer. So you type in timer, 5 minutes, hit enter, and Google will begin a countdown, 5-minute countdown timer for you. And at the end of it, when the 5 minutes is up, it will play a little chime through your computer speakers to let you know that that 5 minutes has passed. It's awful handy if you go over there and you put a pizza in the oven and you come back to your computer and you want to play around on Facebook while your pizza's cooking, and you get sidetracked by what's going on Facebook and your pizza burns up in the oven. Tell Google to set a timer for you and then go play around on Facebook, and when the chime goes off, it'll remind you and you go get your pizza out of the oven. Now I'm going to go ahead and close this because I don't want this chime to go off here at the end of the 5 minutes. Another way that you can get more out of your normal, ordinary Google searches is by putting things in quotation marks. If you're searching for an exact title or an exact name or an exact quote or an exact phrase, if you put it in quotation marks, it will only give you the results that include that whole phrase. Say I wanted to search for the song Hotel California. If I just type in Hotel California in Google, it will bring me up, of course, that song, but most likely the top results are going to be actual hotels in the state of California. So let's type in Hotel California in quotes. And once we put it in quotes, we're not going to get anything about hotels. We're going to get only the entire phrase Hotel California. Now, to do something a little bit opposite of this, say I wanted to search for the mythical bird phoenix. If I type in phoenix, it's going to bring me up the top result, Phoenix, Arizona, because, of course, Phoenix is a very large city in the state of Arizona. It's the capital. And so you're going to get all kind of results that you don't want when you're just looking for the mythological bird. So the way to get rid of that is to put a minus sign and the word Arizona. Now when I search, it's going to bring me up stuff that does not include the word Arizona. It's bringing me up the mythological bird and a band, and there's some more for the bird. Of course, it puts this little picture over here of Phoenix, Arizona, but the actual search results will not include the word Arizona if you put the minus sign in front of it. Now, if you want to search a specific site for something, now we looked up Arkansas Razorbacks before. Say somebody told you that they saw a good article on ESPN.com about the Hogs, and that's what you're wanting to go search for. Instead of going to ESPN's site and trying to hunt all over for a story about the Razorbacks, if you'll type in the word site, ESPN.com, it's going to give you information about the Arkansas Razorbacks, only including stuff that's on the site ESPN.com. So if you go down through here, you'll see that every result includes ESPN.com. Now let's talk about some of these search tools here. I've got my Arkansas Razorbacks thing here on ESPN. Now this is giving me results from all kind of stuff going way back in time. Here's one from April 30th of 2014. Well, that's an old story. So if you'll click on search tools, and then if you want to know the story that only came out this week, Just click on past week, and every story about the Razorbacks on ESPN.com will be from this week, all the results. You can even sort it by date, and it's going to give you the latest ones first, going on down the list for the rest of the week. So I hope you learned some neat stuff about Google search. These only work on Google. They don't work on other search engines. There's a reason why Google's the biggest and number one. It's because they're the best, and it does all kind of stuff for you. So use these tricks to help you out when you're searching Google. Hope you enjoyed that, and have a good night, everybody.